Let's move on to the civil war in Ethiopia, where the government forces have claimed major territorial gains in a series of battlefield victories. Ethiopia's government has claimed to have recaptured 2 strategic towns from Tigrayan rebel fighters. The Ethiopian government claims that the strategic towns of Desi and Kombolcha have been recaptured from rebellious Tigrayan forces. The 2 cities lie in the Amhara region, about 400 kilometers from the capital Addis Ababa. These were reportedly taken by the TPLF at the end of October. Their capture had sparked fears that the TPLF would march on the capital. Ethiopian media quoted Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed as saying that the rebels had sustained heavy losses and were unable to cope with a strike by allied forces, adding that the enemy will be hit and the victory will continue. Meanwhile, TPLF spokesperson Getachew Reda said on Twitter that rebel forces had left towns as part of their plan. TPLF leader had denied the government was scoring major victories, stressing on being undefeated. Much of northern Ethiopia is under a communications blackout. Access for journalists is also restricted. This has made battlefield claims difficult to verify independently following a series of advances claimed by the rebels. Abiy headed to the battlefront last month. Over the last week, the government said the military had retaken the UNESCO World Heritage Site. It had also fallen to TPLF fighters in August. The town of Shewa Robit has also been retaken, which lies only 220 kilometers from Addis Ababa. All of the gains by the army have been reported after Abiy Ahmed left the capital to direct fighting from the front lines. The 13-month-old conflict in Africa's second-largest nation has killed thousands of people. The fighting has displaced more than 2 million people. According to United Nations estimates, hundreds of thousands have been driven into famine-like conditions, with reports of massacres and mass rapes by both sides. The war has triggered a deep humanitarian crisis in the North Africa's second most populous nation. Intense diplomatic efforts to reach a ceasefire have failed to achieve any visible breakthrough. Just yesterday, 6 countries, including the US, sounded the alarm over reports of widespread arrests. The Ethiopian government has unlawfully detained large numbers of Tigrayan citizens based on ethnicity. Australia, Canada, Denmark, the Netherlands and Britain, along with the US, called for the arrests to cease immediately. Individuals are being arrested and detained without charges or a court hearing. They are reportedly being held in inhumane conditions. The 6 nations say the arrests likely violate international law. They have urged Ethiopia's government to allow unhindered access by international monitors. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.